the conditioning of your mind. It is a huge problem for this generation. I'm not talking about this generation as in the younger ones than me. I'm 51 years old. I'm a part of this generation. We're talking about 2022. What do I mean by the conditioning of our mind? We have conditioned our minds, and we have allowed our minds to be conditioned so much that we think we can do so little. You think it, I think it, we all think it. And somehow or another, we have conditioned ourselves to the point that we give up. We give up on dreaming. You don't dream anymore. We give up on working hard for something because you think it's just going to fail and falter and you're not going to get it. We give up because we've conditioned our mind to think unless somebody's applauding me, it doesn't count. I want you to know that there are so many areas of my life that I continue to fight conditioning. I mean, in our own house, within the last week, we've had the AC on, we've had the heat on in the same day. I mean, what in the world? Why? Because we've conditioned our minds to think we have to have absolute comfort at all times, no matter what. We absolutely have to have it. What happens with a crying baby whenever they kind of bump their knee or something? What do we train them? Come crying to me. I'll pick you up. I'll make sure to make it all better. When in fact, that's not how life works. Does that mean that I don't pick up my grandson? Absolutely, I pick up my grandson. But what I realize is that I'm not going to condition. I'm not going to condition myself to think that everything is supposed to be easy all the time. Do you realize whether or not you like circuses or not? You don't like how they treat it. It's not about that. But think about a little elephant that they put this rope around. Put it around its leg, and it's strong enough of a rope to hold that elephant there, to not move it at all. And I think about this, and I think they get to the place in their life that they can't move and they can't get past that rope. They've been conditioned, and then they become bigger, and they get big enough to actually snap that rope, but they don't. Because they realize and they know that they are simply unable to in their mind. What have you conditioned yourself to think? What are you at financially that you think, I can't get past this? I can't set a budget up. I can't work hard enough to do this. I am this way for the rest of my life. What have you conditioned yourself to think with your health? No, I'll never be able to lose the weight. I'll never be able to do it. I can't do it. And you come up with more excuses. Do you realize we are conditioned to come up with excuses? Think about it. Watch how many excuses you give today about stuff as to why something can't happen. We're conditioned to think that way. Why are you conditioned to give yourself the out? So that a way you don't have to try. That a way you can have a reason. I would rather fail 1,000,000 times. I would rather fall 1,000 times. I would rather get to the end of my life trying new things, trying new ways to exceed my wildest expectations of what this life has to give, and essentially get to the end of it knowing that I gave my all, than to have been conditioned. What do I got to do to change that? If you're going to change how you condition your life, then you got to look at 5 areas of your life. Your mental, how are you conditioning your mind? Your physical, how are you conditioning your mind to tell you you can't lose that weight? Your relationship, why have we conditioned ourselves to say that it's the easy way out? I'll just get a divorce. I'll just not get married. I'll just not do this. I'll just not do that. And we condition ourselves so that way we always have the out of why it didn't work, and we just give ourselves that out. The financial. I don't even remember which ones I said. The spiritual. So there's 5. physical, mental, spiritual, relational, financial. What are you conditioning yourself with those? And how are you going to change it? I'm telling you, you need help. I need help. And I'm willing to give the help that I can give, and I'm going out and finding help for the things I can't do on my own. Holy and healthy living is what this Jesus follower is all about. And I hope that you will make the decision to train your brain to go conquer your day, because you won't conquer your life until you start conquering each and every day along that path. Hey, reach out to me. Message me. We're ready to help coach you. I'm ready to be a spiritual journeyman for you, to know that I have all kinds of stuff